following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer, Brian Haynes alongside. On the main camera, we've got Jeremy Greene over there running the buttons once again.
Hi, friends.
As it is mock draft mania here in the Sportsocracy this week. Welcome into the program. We appreciate everybody who is along the ride with us and everybody who is going to participate in our live best ball draft for today. Best ball is a little bit of a different animal. It's a new thing for me. I had to read up and, different strategies and things. Jeremy's really the one that is going to probably have the best tidbits for you on this one, as always. I mean, who are we really kidding here? Yeah. Anyhow, it's a fun exercise to go through, hanging out with your buds, drafting some fantasy football. We'll do the best ball draft here shortly. We still have
two spots left.
We got 2 spots available.
Need 2 people, guys. 2 people joining on this stuff right now.
Click that link in the comment
down to
section.
1. Down to 1. Everybody share it with your friends. We want all of the people.
Anyhow, once this thing fills up, we are going to get going here. We got 1 more spot available in the 12-team best ball draft. Of course, you can check us out this afternoon on ESPN Asheville. We'll talk about all of the things going on in the sports world. Brian and I will be with you this afternoon. 3 to 5 on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400, the Sports Tank with Jeremy Greene. Without Jeremy Greene today.
No me today. None of this
Heard
guy.
Everywhere.
I'm going to fade into this green screen. I will say, cutting me with that is going to be just a hoot and a fucking half, and I didn't think about that.
If you could just do this entire show with the Kermit the Frog voice, would be fucking awesome, Jeremy.
It's not easy, be green.
Of course, the afternoon show can be heard everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, live or on demand from the Ingalls studio. We are in the Wicked Weed studio, as always, in the Sportsocracy this morning. Check out our friends at wickedweedbrewing.com. Wicked Weed Brewing. Drink different. So as we are, we're
full up, baby.
We are full and we are raring to go. So
I'm in 11th position.
Looks like Jonathan Welch is at 1. I'm at 10. Brian's at 11. Looks like Scott Cutshaw. Use a punk. Bringing that back from fucking 1999. Hell yeah. Use a punk is in the 12 spot. Jeremy got the 8.
And that's fine. So we should probably explain best ball.
Yeah, best ball league. All right, so what I've been able to gather is pretty much you get hammers at running back and wide receiver early in the draft. Quarterback can wait. Am I wrong?
Some people take quarterbacks early because they know quarterbacks score. My strategy in best ball is I take quarterbacks in the middle rounds. A lot of teams, you'll see Mahomes go probably earlier in this.
And our draft has started.
He will probably go higher than you think. I'm not one of those. I just feel like there's 20-some-odd quarterbacks that I can roll with and know that one of the 3 I draft will have a good week every week.
Right.
Basically, the way best ball works is you have a set roster, 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a tight end, and a flex. And your roster, there are no waivers, there are no trades, there are no anything like that. The computer will set your roster every week with your best score. First pick has happened, and Christian McCaffrey went 1. Who's surprised?
Yep. I mean, when you're picking 1 or 2 in a best ball draft, it's Christian McCaffrey.
Looks like you got about
Dalvin
25
Cook.
seconds to draft, guys, so make sure you're paying attention because it's going fast.
Dalvin Cook goes number 2. See, it's the 1-2 position. It's one or the other.
Yeah, I thought I was real spicy on my Dalvin Cook 101 thing.
Nope.
Apparently, not so much.
Nope. Derrick Henry goes 3, and now Kevin Vick's on the clock at the 4th spot. How early in this draft are you considering the tight end?
I don't want to say.
Yeah. It's Travis Kelce or nothing else.
I feel like if I say it's not going to happen for me, and I don't want that to happen.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing is I don't think the tight end strategy changes in best ball.
No.
To me, the tight end strategy stays the same. The only thing that changes for me is the quarterbacks, because I feel like you can wait. You can load up on those big offensive positions. What you want to look for is volatility. in all of your guys. You don't have to have a guy who's going to go out there and be solid and, score you 18 points a week. You want the guys that are going to pop big week in, because it's going to take your top scorers from every week.
Yep. Kamara, Travis Kelce, Nick Chubb are off the board.
Oh, shouldn't have said anything.
Now, it looks like to me that the only position being drafted are quarterback, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends. I don't see kicker or defense special teams on here.
Yeah, and I like that. Who else should do that? Everybody!
We just go all offense, skill
Holy
positions.
shit balls.
Zach Hurst
Darren Waller.
takes Darren Waller. I thought Hurst was good at this.
He is. It's not a bad strategy at all.
I know.
Shit!
And now Jeremy's at the 8th spot. He's
And
going to run out
George
of
Kittle's
time.
about to come off the board.
Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, shit!
Did you do that or did that?
No, I did
auto
it.
pick?
Damn it.
Oh, hell,
I
now
want to. That's
now
not,
it's my
well,
turn.
it's not how I wanted this to go.
The sports tank is up after Ezekiel Elliott goes off the board.
Somebody has to talk. That's how this works. We
Sorry,
can't
I'm
all
on the clock.
go-
I'm making my pick.
We can't all go to Death Island at the same time.
Oh, yeah, and he goes with that. I'm going to go.
Devontae Adams.
Well, no, you know what I'm going to do here. I mean,
Kenny Galladay.
No! Saquon Barkley, of course!
Saquon Barkley.
I mean, that's a Saquon Barkley just lasted till 11th pick. That's fantastic for me.
Well, and he should.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Saquon in a best ball, you have to understand there's a possibility he's not going to start the year.
Yeah.
So this is what that means is that you're going to have to survive potentially for 6 weeks without Saquon.
Yeah.
If he starts on the PUP list. I'm not saying I think that's going to happen. It's just why he lasted to 12 or 11.
Tyreek Hill comes off the board, would use a punk. Use a punk picking back-to-back here. So does he get crazy and load up on wide receiver? Does he go for an Aaron Jones or somebody? We will see.
Austin Eckler.
Austin Eckler.
He goes with Austin Eckler, and that's not a bad pick.
And I like this, and I'm just going to go because I really like where it's going here, and I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm getting George Kittle.
Well, hot diggity damn.
Damn. Well, the tight
Looks
ends
like
are done.
we're streaming tight ends, boys.
But it's best ball. You can't stream. Remember, there are no.
Oh, no, I can still stream. It's just I won't be adding them. I'll be adding a slew of them in rounds.
At the end of the draft.
Double-digit numbers.
Yeah.
Right. Fuck it, I'm taking all the Green Bay Packers.
All the Packers.
I'm
Do you
taking
have Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones?
I did.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
I did. I'm going big time. Look,
I cannot physically believe that you fuckers are going to let me do this. Let me have Pat Mahomes. I don't understand that even, not nary a little bit. I started my team with Jonathan Taylor and Pat Mahomes in a best ball. Mm-hmm. Feeling okay.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty spry right now.
but is it too early for a quarterback? 'Cause
No,
the scoring
not
is
best
muted.
ball. Not best ball. See, because here's the thing. Now I don't have to worry. I will not take another quarterback until 2 of the last probably 4 picks.
Yeah.
I'll throw darts at Justin Fields and somebody like that, Trey Lance.
Right.
High upside guys just in case something happened to Mahomes. But now I'm doing with quarterbacks what I usually do with tight ends.
Right.
I don't have to fool it anymore.
Yeah.
I got the dude. Kermit T. Frog. With news from the swamp.
So Zach Hurst has followed up his Darren Waller pick with Josh Allen.
Yep. I had a feeling once Mahomes came off the board, Josh Allen wouldn't be too far behind because I felt like he's, number 2
Right.
quarterback. Obviously, he scores a lot. Mm-hmm. He gets a lot of rushing touchdowns. Mm-hmm. So, he's typically good for about 30 a game. Yep.
I think Josh Allen is
Stephon Diggs and Antonio Gibson come off the board. J.K. Dobbins comes off the board.
Lamar Jackson goes to. I can only guess that's Jason Trump.
I forgot how long it is before we pick again. Holy smokes.
Yeah, it takes a minute to get back to
It's the bad part of having everybody at the back end of the draft like this, or amongst us anyway. J.K. Dobbins to Kevin Vick, they're in the second round. I like J.K. Dobbins, but do you think that he's going to have massive upside weeks?
I do. I like J.K. Dobbins a lot. Here's the thing about best ball. It becomes much more imperative that you take the handcuffs. So Gus Edwards usually an 11th round pick.
Yeah.
If I'm Kevin Vick, I'm taking him in the 9th to make sure I get him. Because if I get, so here's the thing: you've got people like me and Zach Hurst, and I'm looking at the other names in here to see if there's any other cannibals like us.
Cannibals.
I will start trying to vulture your handcuffs in about the 7th round. Because see, here's the thing: you got Baltimore that's going to run. If something happens to J.K. Dobbins, I got a free 4th round pick in Gus Edwards.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what best ball is. You're playing out scenarios. What is the most, and it's not even most likely. It's if A happens, I need B. So just looking at, I took Mahomes early. Jonathan Taylor. Nyheim Hines has value by himself and would loosely be the handcuff to Jonathan Taylor. I don't think he would get the full workload, but he becomes more important to me because I have Jonathan Taylor.
Right. Kyler Murray came off the board just a second ago. I saw that, and and according to this this thing I found, BBPA. Have you seen? Do you know about the BBPA? The best ball points average or whatever.
Yes.
It's or the points above what the number 12 running back or number 12.
When you said BBPA, I honest to God thought you were about to tell me about some weird fetish you had, and I'm stuck here. Like, I can't go anywhere. I'm tied into the system.
No, what this is like they took the points scored above the number 12 position in the throughout the season. Kyler Murray was number 1 in that last year, which means he scored the most big weeks of anybody last year. It was Kyler Murray 1, Josh Allen 2, Patrick Mahomes, and then Aaron Rodgers were the top 4. Tom Brady was 5.
Zach Hurst is on the clock right in front of me, which means I'm about to say an obscenity.
You're gonna get
likely.
snaked. Damn it! There went Kyle Pitts. I had him on my radar there.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson, A.J. Brown, DeAndre Hopkins, DK Metcalf, C.D. Lamb are the latest to come off.
Oh, shit.
And now Jeremy's thinking, oh, you fucked me now.
And of course, Zach Ertz took CeeDee Lamb because he's a degenerate Dallas Cowboys fan. And
no, because he's got the potential to pop. I mean,
of course,
Dak Prescott was, when he was running that offense last year, they were phenomenal. But they had to score a lot of points because the defense was giving it up left and right.
Something that needs to be said about CeeDee Lamb too, the potential. I think you're going to know with Amari Cooper. If you told me and this is a hypothetical because there is an injury problem right now with Amari Cooper. If you told me Amari Cooper was not going to play the first 6 weeks of the season, I would bet you CeeDee Lamb's a top 6 receiver in the NFL, and I would say Michael Gallup's a solid wide receiver too. So Gallup, that's one of the hard things about doing a best ball right now, is Gallup is going to go probably 2 rounds higher than he should. And if nothing happens with Amari, then you've reached on a guy.
Right.
But if an injury happens to either one of them over the course of the year, Michael Gallup becomes wide receiver 25.
Come on now. I'm having my computer troubles here.
So, Jeremy, you went with Calvin Ridley.
I did.
Who obviously has huge weeks with Matt Ryan in that offense and is going to continue to.
Indeed, I did.
Terry McLaurin goes to JLT Money.
And my computer
I took Dak Prescott.
My computer's messing up, so I don't know if I picked the right guy. No, it actually picked Clyde Edwards-Helaire for me on accident. Because my computer's messed up, and I am super pissed off.
Hey, you want me to tell you a solid piece of advice about fantasy drafts?
Yeah.
Computers. They're important.
They're important.
Like, my computer is completely fucking up here.
Cushall went with David Montgomery and Adam Thielen at the turn with his back-to-back picks at the end of the 3rd round, start of the 4th round. David Montgomery is a guy that scored a whole lot of points at the end of the season last year because of the horrible schedule that he had. I just thought his pop weeks seem limited to me.
For David Montgomery?
Yeah.
I like him in this format,
Something
but I
went
don't like
wrong,
him anywhere
and
else.
it didn't pick my guy again.
Oh, you went Kareem Hunt.
Oh, well, that's great, because that's not what I wanted to do. Something's going on with my...
Computers are fun.
Oh, no. Well, you got Kareem Hunt, so
and
You got that.
and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So now I have 3 running backs and a tight end.
You're going to have to make it up in the upside wide receivers here in the middle part of the draft.
Should I just refresh or something here?
All right, so I took Dak Prescott at the end of the 3rd round and then followed that up with Amari Cooper. What I read about best ball is that you want to have stacks of your quarterback and your wide receivers.
Yes.
Talk about that, how important that is to be able to have a guy like I did with Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper's obviously going to have big weeks, but you want to have your quarterback have the big weeks at the same time, right?
So the thing about stacks is just like playing DFS. So when you set a DFS lineup, you're going to play the millionaire, whatever the case may be. You're setting a lineup for the highest score for 1 week. This is not a year-long thing. You're worried about this week. So when you build a DFS lineup, you start with a quarterback and you stack with one of the receivers. Because the intention is that every touchdown that Pat Mahomes throws to Tyreek Hill, you score twice.
Right.
That's the objective. That's kind of how you build your lineup. So like I took Pat Mahomes. I fully plan on, a Mecole Hardman probably around earlier than anybody else is going to look at him.
Right.
Demarcus Robinson, even all the way down to like Amari Rodgers or Noah Gray, the backup tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire would have been a guy that I would have been in on. Had he been on the board when I picked, I probably would have taken Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Well, I got to pick him.
And you know how I feel about him.
Yeah,
so.
I got to pick him. I got queued up or whatever on my 2 picks, which were not what I wanted to. Yeah. Although I was thinking Kareem Hunt in the Clyde Edwards-Helaire spot, I just was going to be taking a wide receiver.
Right.
I had Julio Jones. My intentions were to take Kareem Hunt and Julio Jones. Instead, I get Kareem Hunt and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You know what? It's not the worst thing in the world. Mm-hmm. I really wanted a wide receiver. But I look at this point, I have three running backs now, so I can go wide receiver on my next back-to-back picks that I have in that next go-round, which is not so bad.
So through 4 rounds, you're looking at Jonathan Welch has Kyler Murray, Christian McCaffrey, Josh Jacobs, Julio Jones, and just added Robert Woods. I have no qualms with any of that. I think it's a pretty solid start. Mm-hmm. It's pretty balanced.
Yeah.
It hasn't gone. I see a lot of people go 2 quarterbacks in the first 5 rounds, and to me, that makes no sense.
Right.
It raises your floor, but it lowers your ceiling aggressively. Flo Montana, I don't know who all of these people are, so I'm not going to be able to call all of you by name. Has Justin Herbert, Dalvin Cook, Joe Mixon, Allen Robinson, Kyle Pitts. Another good start. Can't complain about any of that. Jason Trump, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Justin Jefferson, Chase Claypool, and Mark Andrews. Obviously, with the Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews stack, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Kevin
Vick just picked.
Russell
Godwin. Wilson, A.J. Brown, Chris Godwin. I like the receivers. Obviously, would have liked it if he could. I don't think has Tyler Lockett been picked yet.
No, he is not.
And this is where draft strategy comes in.
Yeah.
For me, I want to keep Tyler Lockett away from the Russell Wilson owner.
Right.
Because that can add huge weeks. So now Tyler Lockett's a guy that I'm going to be looking at now that I've seen that.
Mm-hmm. Robert Johnson's up with the 6th pick in the 5th round. He goes with Aaron Rodgers, who just showed up to camp this morning. Everybody all goo-goo gaga over that. Him and his damn man bun showing up to training camp.
He looks glorious. He looks like he's had just the most refreshing summer he's ever had.
He has. Have you not been following it on social media?
He has found himself. And dang on, man, he kind of reminds me like he's coming in like Matthew McConaughey, like, hey, all right, let's play some football now.
Yep.
I'm ready to rock it.
Yeah, just an update. I took Tyler Lockett.
Yeah. Just an
I like
update.
Tyler Lockett in this format. A lot.
And we have the Tankaroonies up next. Where does he go?
Wide receiver. Going with DJ Moore.
And I hate you because that's exactly who I was going to pick. And
Zach Hurst gave Brian Haynes a very solid piece of advice. Grab your phone as a backup.
I was going to mention that a minute ago. I think it's funny and cute that Zach Hurst thinks that he's technologically advanced enough to have the app on his phone.
Yeah, I don't have FanDuel on my phone.
I'm going to level. There are 2 computers in front of me, a phone. I'm running all of the graphics, and I'm putting them on the screen as we're doing this.
Yeah. I think we just had a small thing, but I'm working on a fucking Chromebook from about fucking 10 years ago, so.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I will say technology-wise,
yeah,
I have all of the newest shit in front of me. So Punk just went Michael Thomas at the end of the 5th round, and I'm not going to lie to you, I don't hate it.
Well,
He has a very boomer bust team.
Yeah.
Who is Punk? Do you know?
That's Scott. Scott Cutshaw.
Scott Cutshaw is a very boom or bust team, and that's okay. Because the weeks that he's bad, he's probably going to be real bad.
Mm-hmm.
But the weeks he's good, nobody in the league is going to be able to beat him. I'm curious to see what he does at quarterback. But he does have a pick right here that.
And I get Kenny Galladay. And of course, I get Kenny Galladay. But the only thing that bothers me about picking Kenny Galladay, even though I think he's the best that was available wide receiver, now I have Saquon and Kenny Galladay, so it's kind of one or the other kind of guy.
You need Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
I'm 100% serious. You need Daniel Jones. If you have 2 players of the same team, I don't care who the quarterback is.
Yeah.
You need them.
Yeah.
Right.
Because in their big weeks, that quarterback's probably going to be good.
Yeah.
All right, I went with James Robinson. I saw Travis Etienne come off the board and went, yeah, well, James Robinson needs to be owned as well.
Yeah.
Tom Brady goes off immediately after that. Would have been a great selection for me. However, I went with
Tom Brady's not on your team?
I went with the Dak Prescott.
I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Catching up on the recents, T.J. Hawkinson. I don't know if we mentioned these people.
We did not. We did not mention T.J. Hawkinson.
I went Mike Davis, Odell Beckham goes to Zach Ertz, Jamar Chase to Robert Johnson right after us. Oh, Scott said he lost service while he was driving. He did not want Michael Thomas. It's still not a bad pick. I'm going to be honest with you in best ball. A guy like Michael Thomas, the ADP shouldn't go down that far. Mm-hmm. Because let's say he's okay after week 6 and somehow they manage to keep the ship afloat and they're 2-4. Michael Thomas will be a wide receiver 1 beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
The thing I would say is now, and this is another good example, let's say you get auto-picked, you wind up with a guy that you don't want. You can't let it kill your draft.
No.
So now it's a question of how do you salvage that pick?
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see if you agree with me, because my philosophy would be I now push Traquan Smith up the board about a round.
Uh-huh.
Because now I want to end up with Traquan Smith.
Yeah.
And I want to end up with Jameis Winston. Mm-hmm. Because in the scenario that Michael Thomas pays off where you drafted him, Jameis Winston will be good enough to be a quarterback that you take where you would have to take him.
I'd agree with that. I think the quarterback position is the key for everything with the New Orleans Saints. If Taysom Hill ends up being the starting quarterback, I don't like Alvin Kamara as much if that happens. He doesn't dump off to running backs as much. He likes to tuck the ball and run. And I think that, Alvin Kamara, I think I saw the stat earlier today that Alvin Kamara, when he was with Drew Brees, averaged like 6 catches a game for 60-something yards. And it dropped to 2 catches a game and 28 yards when Taysom Hill was the quarterback.
I will say Adam Black said he didn't get in, so he will be the first one in tomorrow's.
There we go.
And he gets to decide the format.
Nice.
There you go.
Fairness in this show. What the fuck up?
But it's not fair.
Yeah, fair is that's my least favorite word in English language. So
I was going to say, if anything.
I do find it ironic that I'm the one that said that.
Yeah.
But 100% Adam Black determines the before the end of the show, hopefully.
Yeah.
If for nothing else, so I can get the graphics done and roll on about my merry way.
There you go. Just saw a couple of tight ends come off the board. Tyler Higbee goes to Kevin Vick.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Tight end. Tight end's a thing. Oh, good.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of those fellas left.
Good heebie-jeebies.
Robert Tonyan just came off as well right before the turn to the 7th round. That was my that was going to be hopefully one of my long shots here. Mid-round value.
Raheem Mostert, Fat Jamal Williams, Ronald Jones II comes off, and there goes Deshaun Watson. And that's just
damn
shit. Kevin Vick.
Way to go, Kevin. He's still holding out hope that maybe Carolina will be in on Deshaun Watson.
It's not going to happen.
They keep mentioning the Carolina Panthers every time Deshaun Watson's name comes up.
They need to stop with that. T. Higgins, and that's the guy I was hoping that was going to last a little bit longer. So who's
Zach Ertz, I don't know how I can mentally put the juju in your head of you not to take the guy that I want to take right here. But don't do it. Don't do it. Oh.
Did he do it?
Nope.
No, Juju Smith-Schuster. So Jeremy gets to pick Chase Edmonds. You dick.
Yeah.
You dick.
Yeah, I'm an asshole. Yeah, Damian Harris goes to Robert Johnson right in front of me, so I had to audible. In the 7th round, I like Chase a lot.
Yeah.
I like him a lot because he's going to have huge games.
Yeah.
Yes,
He may not play 5 games for me all year, but by God, when he does, he'll be good. Mm-hmm. Zach Harris said I got flustered. I wanted Damian Harris. So did I.
Yeah. Brandon Ayuk comes off the board, and now the sports tank is up.
We have tomorrow's. I believe we have tomorrow's format because Adam Black just asked about it.
Okay.
And it was one of the ones we were going to do anyway.
All right.
Tomorrow might be a long one.
Okay.
Because it's an auction.
Oh, no. I hate auction drafts.
And
I say I hate auction drafts, but some of the best ones I've ever done have been auction drafts. It's just who you're willing to pay up for.
Ooh, we might have to do that Thursday because we don't actually have an ESPN radio show Thursday.
Yeah.
That might be the solution to that. And Adam Black just said he'll be at Panthers camp, so report back into the comments if Thursday works for that.
Okay.
Because that would be the best day to do that.
All right. So after Chase Edmonds, JLT Money took Brandon Ayuk. I went with Devontae Smith. I think there can be some huge weeks for him, especially if he ends up with Deshaun Watson as his quarterback. Ryan Tannehill goes to Brian.
Yeah. I feel that is a good. I like Tannehill, and then I'm hoping strategy plays out in the next couple rounds of how I want to do these things. I think I have a guy in mind here.
Any Tennessee wide receiver, anyone
Thursday auction draft. It is decided.
Nice. Very nice.
That means we have to figure out what to do tomorrow, though.
At the turn, Scott goes with Leonard Fournette and Joe Burrow. Fournette, to me, he's just a guy I can't get behind. He's very touchdown dependent.
But you got to think for this system.
Right,
for this format.
But here's the thing. I don't know how many top 12 weeks he's going to have. Because
but he doesn't
have
to be top 12. He has to be top 20. Because you got to think, every team in the league's keeping players. It's not like you're moving players around.
Oh, hell. It's my turn.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I'm panicked. Panicked
and took Logan Thomas.
Yep.
Hey, so did the Washington football team. they paid him U.S. American dollars today.
Yeah, they just gave him a 3-year contract extension after his career year last year. Mm-hmm. I did not realize that he was 3rd among tight ends in receptions last year.
He was very good. And he's going to be good this year. I just think I like where you got him here as opposed to where I've seen him go. JLT Money did something in front of me.
Marquise Brown
really angry.
Goes right in front of Jeremy. Another guy that, I think that whole Baltimore offense is going to have great potential because every week we expect them. What is that?
DJ Shark. Even though everything coming out of there, that there's a lot of hate on DJ Shark so far.
There is, but I still think he could have big games.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's still going to be the one.
He can't be that, but it can't be going that far down to me because DJ Shark was a really good wide receiver.
He's still a very good wide receiver. He's just had a lot of shit talked about him over the year, and it's pushed him down. I mean, be really honest. If you'd gotten DJ Chark in the 8th round 1 year ago, would you have been happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's where I just got him. And he's not the guy I wanted. The guy I wanted went to JLT Money right in front of me, which just makes me want to go kick a pigeon like as hard as I can.
But as I was getting ready to say with the Baltimore Ravens offense, I think every week we expect them to score in the neighborhood of 30 points. And it's going to be very cyclical. I think that's a perfect team for the best ball scenario.
Trey Sermon, Deebo Samuel, Melvin Gordon, Curtis Samuel, Mike Gesicki, and Michael Gallup come off the board.
Curtis Samuel's a really good pick from Kevin Vick.
Yeah.
He's going to have big weeks. I like Trey Sermon to Zach Ertz. Mm-hmm. See, now's where you're starting to get those middling quarterbacks like Kirk Cousins. I saw another one a minute ago, and I don't remember who it was. Joe Burrow. But Joe Burrow can put up big weeks. Yeah. Kirk Cousins can put up big weeks.
Yes. I did that a lot yesterday. I did a couple of best ball drafts yesterday to prepare for this scenario, and I ended up a lot with Justin Jefferson or Adam Thielen and pairing them with Kirk Cousins in the later rounds. I felt great about that strategy.
I believe I've waited as long as I can.
Oh, I think I know what's coming.
Do you?
I think I do.
You think you do?
I think I do.
All right, what team does he play for?
I mean, that would
New
give it
Orleans
away.
Saints.
Is it a team that I dislike a lot?
Yes. It is a team you dislike a lot. You don't even like this guy.
You might be on.
I think I do know what you're going to do because I'll be honest with you. I was thinking the exact same thing. Was that if nobody else does this, I'm going to have to, and I'm going to hate it.
Here's the thing: we have to stop giving hints, or Zach Hurst is going to figure it out. I'm going to throw my coffee across the room.
And Gronk goes off the board.
It very well could happen.
Noah Fant to Robert Johnson's a hell of a pick, and Gus Edwards to Kevin Vick. Kevin Vick's doing a hell of a job here. I haven't looked at his team.
Kevin did excellent yesterday.
Yeah.
Kevin Vick's doing a hell of a job here. He took Tyler Higbee a little high, but the board kind of mandated.
Hell of a drafter, that Kevin Vick. Bring that damn Kevin Vick Memorial Bell.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. There's two guys that I like right here, and as soon as Zach Hurst picks, he took Adam Troutman.
Okay, Adam Troutman.
That is not who I was after. That who you thought I was going to take?
Wait, it hadn't updated on my screen yet. Nope, that was not the guy I thought you were going to take.
Okay, now I got to know. Who'd you think I was after?
Well, I'm getting ready to take him, and you can talk about him.
Well, I took Brandon Cooks.
Damn it.
Brandon Cooks has huge games. And if Deshaun Watson somehow is the
Yeah,
that'll be just
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts was the guy that I thought you were talking about.
I considered it.
It's at this point in the draft where I go, if he plays, the risk is going to the reward's going to be worth the risk.
This is where he should have gone.
Yeah.
You're 100% right.
Okay. That's the guy I thought you were talking about. Because he does give you the upside. I mean, last year he had that one big game in Week 14 that everybody talks about. I only need him to be good a couple of times in the season because I don't know. I mean, when do you actually expect him to outscore Dak Prescott?
Very rarely.
Exactly. So if Dak has an off week, hope that Jalen hits it. Hits a big game that week as well.
Michael White said so. I'm going Landry Mayfield.
What?
Nope. He was joking.
Michael Whiteside said. I thought I misheard. Sorry, I thought you said that's what you were planning on doing. I was like, okay, way to be bold and just tell everybody what you're going to do.
Oh, by the way, while we're talking about what the drafts will be moving forward.
I mean, I don't think that's a horrible panic move.
Friday will be a dynasty set draft.
Okay.
We have the owner of dynastyowner.com that will be on the show Friday.
Excellent.
And so we will be doing a dynasty filler draft on Friday.
Oh no! It's my turn again.
Oh, and your boyfriend went right in front of you.
Alexander Madison?
Nope.
Who?
Yours hasn't updated yet.
No, I just took Antonio Brown.
Oh, that's you.
Yeah, that was me. I went, oh no, what am I going to do? Because I looked at it and it went 8 seconds on the clock. Oh. It's kind of hard with these 30-second clocks while we're trying to talk strategy in between.
And when my fucking computer just kind of shits the bed, it's like going. It works fine until it's about my pick, and then I'm like,
But still, you said I'm panicked. I panicked. Alexander Madison here's not a bad pick.
Not at all.
Because if something happens to Dalvin Cook, he's going to be He's going to be an RB1 week in and week out.
Yeah.
The game plan won't change all that much because Minnesota still throws the ball a shitload when Dalvin Cook's in the game.
And there was just a lot of. I just had another running back in mind that I think could have scored more points on a weekly basis, possibly.
Was it Cam Akers?
Yeah.
I hear he's hot this year.
Yeah, it was definitely Cam Akers. Come on.
Kevin Vick with Will Fuller.
I did get Michael Pittman the pick before that. I was pretty happy with him as basically my fourth wide receiver, being as he's the number one in Indianapolis. So I'm feeling pretty confident about my team so far. I got a couple spots that I would like to fill out that I could, if I could.
Man, have you flashed up Kevin Vick's roster on the screen there lately?
I have.
I mean, his quarterbacks are killer. Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson. Guaranteed you're going to win that position probably throughout the year. Alvin Kamara, J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards. You got the handcuff and standalone value between Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. A.J. Brown, Chris Godwin, Curtis Samuel, Will Fuller are his wide receivers. Whole lot of upside for all 4 of those guys. And then Tyler Higbee is his tight end. That's the one. That's the one you look at and go, maybe.
I'm showing every team now.
Oh, wonderful.
Nice. They're nice. Henry Ruggs comes off the board. He's going to have some big. And Kenyon Drake, that's a good pick. That's actually who I was looking to pick instead of Alexander Madison. I just kind of got to a point where I thought it was going to auto draft me, and I was there. So I think there's games where Kenyon Drake's going to have some big games.
Yes. I mean, I like him. I like him standalone. There's a possibility he could have a couple of boom weeks throughout the season because of his pass catching abilities. But I mean, yesterday when I was doing my warm-up drafts, I was able to get Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake at a really good value.
Yeah.
And again, I'm fine with it because now I have both backs in the backfield. One of them hit, one of them hit 1 week, one of them hit the other week. I've got all my bases covered.
And Laviska Shenault just comes off now. I think that's a great pick. Corey Davis after that. I feel like Jeremy's strategy's kind of been thrown off a little bit over here. I love
my team. I love my team.
Well, of course he does.
I'm going to say by his reactions, though, it would appear that you're getting caught off guard more than I've ever seen you in a draft.
Not really. It's just going faster.
McCole Hardman, Zach Moss.
Mecole Hardman is one.
Yeah.
Especially for this exercise. I mean, for a
he's one I wanted.
For a best ball league.
I mean,
Mecole Hardman's big weeks are going to pay off for you. Season long, we've talked about Mecole Hardman before, and I've said, he didn't get a lot of snaps last year, 44% of the snaps in the Andy Reid offense. But now that he is the no doubt number 2, that's the guy I want.
Yeah.
There's still a ton of guys I want.
And it's great value.
Yeah, Russell Gage comes off.
So Adam Black said something in the comments that you don't manage the team after this. There's no waivers, there's no trades, there's no nothing.
Right.
The computer will pick your best lineup every week. And this league will be run throughout the year. So this is the format that our charity event is going to be run in. So we'll be doing, and I'll be putting the graphic out about this hopefully today. This is one of the things I had to get done today. We will be doing a charity format. I believe St. Jude's is going to be, that's the one we agreed on, is that correct?
Yeah, I guess. I have no problems with that.
Yeah, it's going to be something of that nature. There will be 3 buy-in tiers. The winner of each tier will get a cash prize. The winner of each league will get their buy-in times 2. So if you're in the $20 tier, if you win it, you win $40. And we will have other prizes and things like that for people that get in and contribute.
You dick. Brian just snaked A.J. Dillon from me.
Brian got Daniel Jones, 2 good picks in a row.
Well, I have Aaron Jones, and A.J. Dillon was my next pick.
Yep, and he just pooped in your coffee pot.
He did. He pooped right in the coffee pot. It's weird. That's the 3rd time that's come up this morning.
I was saying that's probably one of the worst things you could do to a group of guys like us is poop in the coffee cup.
Oh, no, I ran out of time, and it gave me Cam fucking Akers.
I was wondering who that was going to happen to.
Oh, no, we suck again.
So basically, Tank has a just worthless roster spot this year.
Yay! Damn it. 30-second clocks are bullshit.
It's like 25 seconds.
Son of a...
Son of beach. Sheet.
All of that.
Oh, and it gave me Cam Akers.
I don't even want to do this anymore.
I quit.
You gotta take your damn toys and go play somewhere else. Fucking A.
Scott Cutshaw said never use FanDuel again. If there was another website that did this to where it was even vaguely to where I could put it on the screen, I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
But DraftKings hasn't started their best ball yet, and that's the one I'm most familiar with.
And the sleeper didn't have a best ball.
Nope.
It did not have a best ball option.
Damn you, sleeper.
Yes.
Damn you.
Best ball's not. It's a catching on format.
Right.
It's very good for things like what we're going to do with charity because we don't have to manage it through the year. At the end of the year, it's just, hey, this guy won.
Right.
Yay!
It's like, woohoo!
It's actually perfect for that, and I don't really know what else it's perfect
And we can
for.
just check in every week and be like, hey, this is week
this is
one.
what happened.
Yeah. I'm feeling awfully confident about my team right now. I feel very, very good.
I feel pretty good about mine.
Yeah. Mine just pooped in
It's
my
just
coffee
one.
pot.
It's just one.
four.
It's one pick, dude.
Hey, your running backs suck.
Yeah, my running backs are not great.
Your running backs are almost as bad as my tight ends.
Have you picked a tight end yet?
No, sir, I have not. No, sir, indeed, I have not.
That is going to be.
And I'm going to level with you. I don't see that changing anytime all that soon because I'm looking at what's on the board like, I could not. Good Lord, that is just a wasteland of
Poopy and cocky.
What is?
tight ends.
Tight ends, yeah.
It is
There's
just
a few guys on
wasteland of
there.
poopy.
A few guys. Name one.
I mean,
Anthony Ferkser.
There is one.
There's
it's
one-
literally one.
what?
Yeah, it's Tim Tebow.
Tim
talking.
fucking Tebow.
So this is where I'll have to get cute at tight end and take some high upside flyers.
Right. Look for Jacob Harris to come off the board sometime soon.
Adam Black said we need to have a Sportsocracy single entry series. That's what I do almost exclusively on DFS, so you rest assured we're going to have that.
Okay.
Here goes my fucking computer again. Calm the fuck down.
Jason Trump just took Darnell Mooney, which is a tremendous pick.
With Anthony Miller out of town.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big one.
And Jonathan Welch added T.Y. Hilton and Naheem Hines back to back. Oh, he doesn't. If only he had Carson Wentz.
If only.
If only. That would have been two crush picks if he had Carson Wentz.
And Robert Johnson.
I like them without him.
Robert Johnson just got.
For armchair commentary said for the 400 millionth time, that's the trumpet is not Jason Trump. It's him.
Oh.
Apparently, I was the only one that did not realize that.
Okay.
So, my bad.
Zach Hurst takes Fitzmagic.
Robert Johnson took Elijah Moore, and that
Yeah.
makes me want to go just put my head in a bucket of water.
Me too. That's kind of
And
where
leave
I
it
was
there.
going. Does Jeremy go tight end here?
Yeah.
He goes tight end, and he's going Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram's the highest upside tight end left on the board by a mile and a half.
Right.
Remember that thing I said about we all can't be silent?
Yeah,
at once?
that's what we're talking about. I think our picks
we
are coming up
can't
here
all
shortly.
be
Hell,
silent
it's
at
my
once.
turn. It's
the
my
tank,
turn.
It's Tank's turn.
Yeah, Tank took Todd Gurley.
I don't care. Oh, fuck it.
Congratulations.
Are
took
you
Todd
dead
Gurley.
serious?
Yeah, Todd Gurley.
Wow.
That's hot.
That's an aggressive move. You
the
got
best
two
damn
running
option.
backs who aren't even playing this year.
This is the best damn option I had.
Tank has officially gone like the guy in your draft who didn't get the guy he wanted, and he just quit.
Just quits.
I'll take
I'm just rage
Calvin
quitting.
Johnson.
Just rage quit this thing.
Suck it. Championship. Armchair just said Tank now has two dead roster spots.
Yep.
Hat.
But at least if Todd Gurley gets signed somewhere, maybe he can play. Maybe he can score for me.
Jason Trump, Tank is taking it.
Yep.
I like it.
There ain't no doubt about it.
I get Philip Lindsay in the 14th round. I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that kind of makes me want to throw something to you right now. 'Cause that's exactly who I was getting ready to take.
Philip Lindsay.
I mean,
He needs to get out of town. He needs to get out of town. How can we make this happen?
Zach Hurst just said in the comments, our executive producer, Corey Short, actually did take Calvin Johnson in the draft.
Did he?
3 years after he retired.
Oh, no.
He's coming back this year. That was after...
I think I remember that. I think I remember the Calvin Johnsons making a return year.
Yeah, that was after a beverage or two.
That is really funny.
Yeah, I think we were at the social for that draft.
We were.
And
was that in that was in Zach's Dynasty League, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
That was the same year I traded him Frank Gore for somebody damn good, Le'Veon Bell or something.
Yeah. Yeah, Corey's...
and you redeemed yourself with a Mont St. Brown, did? That was a redeeming.
Corey's a great producer. Not the greatest fantasy football player you've ever seen. And we all let him beat us in a league one year. I don't tell people that
easily. It's because he set up the league and he set it up so that your quarterback score 400 points.
You shut your dirty whore mouth. That's my favorite scoring setting ever.
Oh, I hate
Mainly because I've missed the playoffs exactly one time in a decade.
That was absolutely stupid. I played in that league. It felt like
Corey's good for
weeks.
Donations to the fantasy football pools.
Yeah, but it was one of those things where they were like, "Hey, Tank, we got an opening in this league." Like 5 minutes before the draft, you're here. You want to do the draft? Hell yeah, let's do the draft. And then I get into it, and I'm drafting along, thinking I got a great team. And then everybody goes, "Oh wait, did you know that quarterbacks score 200 points a week?" And I went, "Well, you didn't tell me that."
Yeah.
Know your scoring system of your draft.
Yeah, that's kind of an important part of that league, by the way.
Right.
Oh, damn you, Packer goal.
Who? What?
Took Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz.
God, it's hard when you're doing fantasy drafts and somebody drafts Zach Ertz right in front of Zach Hurst.
Yes.
All right, so we are beginning the 15th round, meaning there are 5 rounds to complete here in the 20-team.
Which oddly enough means this will be the longest draft and the shortest show we do.
Yeah.
For the next 4 days.
Well,
yesterday ran for almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
It did.
I was going through nicotine withdrawals to the point that I almost ran through the green screen.
I mean, this is what happens. We have a 30-second clock.
Yeah. No, again, I think it's 25 seconds.
There are a few guys left on the board that I'm just dumbfounded by.
They're not in running backs. I'll tell you that.
No.
There are no running backs left.
If you need a running back right now, Kevin Vick's just crushing this.
If you need a running back, there went Jameis Winston.
If you need a running back, you're pretty much having to sign, or you're having to draft guys that aren't signed.
Todd Gurley.
Hoping it goes the right way. Oh my good God.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my biggest error in judgment was I didn't draft enough running backs. I got
so the last few picks.
Well, I got 4. I don't feel bad about that.
The 15th round started out with Pat Freiermuth, Eric Ebron, A.J. Greene, Jameis Winston, Christian Kirk, Zach Wilson, and Gabriel Davis. I had to think about his name for a second. Gabriel Davis is one of your little boyfriends.
I do love Gabriel Davis. Big fan. Big fan.
Zach Hurst taking him off the board, and then Jacoby Myers comes off to Jeremy. All right, Jeremy. Value pick. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Woof.
Woof.
I'm just looking at this team going, God almighty, there's no running back here that I can add to this team.
Yeah, your team is what I like to call dog shit. You have 4 running backs. One of them's not on a team, and the other one is legally NFL dead.
Yeah, watch this. I'm going to officially name my team.
Or terrible?
No, that's my dynasty team.
I got news for you. It are terrible, too.
There we go. I'm just going to name my team 1B. Ty Johnson, baby.
All right. As a Jets fan, I can tell you, he's a player in the NFL.
Oh, 1B. Yeah, what was that? The story came out of New York today that Michael Carter is going to be the 1A in this offense.
Agreed.
And so 1B is going to be Ty Johnson, apparently. This is another one of those cases where I got to take Jeremy at his word that this guy's going to be worth something.
I like it.
But I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, really, is there a path to the New York Jets ever having a good enough running game where he's actually going to be in my best roster?
Your best roster? Yes.
No, stop that.
The other 11 teams in this league? Not so much. Here's the thing. If Todd Gurley doesn't sign with a team, all he has to do is beat one guy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, 4 might make it into your best lineup. I have a funny feeling that our host is going to be Buttons. Buttons are fun. I hit the wrong one. I have a feeling our host is going to be number 12 here. Texas and Oklahoma have formally requested to join the SEC.
Of course they have.
So,
who didn't know that was coming?
That's the end of that narrative for me.
For you?
How many rounds do we have in this thing?
107.
Okay.
That's what it feels like.
It's a damn lot.
Come on.
God, there's
Come on. Something went wrong. No shit. The entire draft has gone wrong.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oddly enough, that wasn't even your computer. That was just FanDuel saying something has gone wrong.
Now it's locked. Now it's locked and it won't even tell me who it gave me.
You took Tua Tagovailoa.
Wonderful.
Because that's fun.
Because why not?
You might need to refresh, dude.
Yeah, you might need to do something. Is there a way he can refresh his whole damn team?
I would love to at this point.
It's really funny.
I felt okay about it until the whole Cam Akers debacle.
Yeah, that sucks. Real bad. I got Rashad Bateman with my 16th pick.
That's good.
I'm okay with that.
That's good.
I also picked Gerald Everett as a second tight end. He in Seattle could have some big games. Mm-hmm. I could see him having like a game where he scores a couple touchdowns and blah, 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 blah. And so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. I got Saquon. I'm not real happy about Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but who knows? He could have big games. Kareem Hunt, Alexander Madison, A.J. Dillon, and I got Phillip Lindsay with my 14th pick. Mm-hmm. Phillip Lindsay could score more than A.J. Dillon or Alexander Madison on a weekly basis, and I got Tannehill, who's going to put up some big numbers, and Daniel Jones because I got, Kenny Galladay and Saquon.
Right.
So, team-wise, I'm feeling pretty good. And you were saying, Jeremy, you should have about 3 at least of each position, right?
I would say so. I would say so.
Okay.
I'm looking at all these teams. Good God, Kevin Vick's team's good. Good Lord.
Oh, what is that?
Hey, Kevin, you want to make a trade for a quarterback? I need a backup real bad, and you have 3.
How did that get in there? What happened?
What is going on?
What is
you
that?
You threw a paper towel in your coffee. Hot.
Didn't mean to. And how long has that been in there?
I have no idea.
How long has that been in there is the question.
Y'all missed you missed the greatest shit ever. Brian just randomly threw a paper towel in his coffee cup and drank it.
We're moving on to the bank.
Daniel Calderon asked, do we have an official fantasy league? We're actually going to have several. Yeah. So we're going to be doing charity leagues that are best ball just like this. Mm-hmm. We have a Manscaped draft that will be coming up. My plans to, and I've said this for 3 straight weeks, nobody will tell me a damn day. Mm-hmm. My goal is to do it this weekend. Guys in the Manscaped draft, you know who you are. Let me know if this weekend works. We will have a big league that is going to be a Dynasty League. That the premise of that is there'll be 3 people running each team. One of them has to be Asheville local. One of you is the coach, one of you is the GM, and one of you is the owner. So we're gonna have a lot of fantasy leagues. Basically, is that's the tenor of that. Yeah, we will have a lot of them, and we will make sure that everybody gets in one of them, so everybody can feel involved. That is why we're called the Sportsocracy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure I do a lot better in those drafts. Because
let's face it, you can't do any damn worse.
This has not gone well.
It's not gone well for you at all.
No.
I have not. No.
Third time was definitely not a charm for me. This is the 3rd best ball draft I've done.
No, and it's gone.
And it's gone poorly.
It's gone poorly.
You have chosen poorly.
I'm really excited. I don't know who Muverick is. Muveric picking there at
Judge
the turn.
Welch.
That's who?
It's Jonathan Welch.
Jonathan Welch. Okay, so Jonathan Welch at the turn right there with Rashard Higgins and Dwayne Eskridge, two very high upside guys. Rashard Higgins has some kind of weird connection with Baker Mayfield, where I mean, I don't know if this is like this is the only quarterback he'll ever work with is Baker Mayfield, but they do have the ability to score a lot of points.
I'm going to be really honest with you. In a best ball, I don't understand why this guy's still on the board. Taysom Hill. If Taysom Hill's the quarterback, he's going to score a lot of points.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'll be honest with you, with no Michael Thomas, I don't really see how he's not. In the beginning, at the very least.
Yeah.
Because they are in wide receiver hell.
Does his fantasy points score no matter what at quarterback, like if he non-quarterback points, or how does that work with someone like him?
It depends. They will make a determination on that when the official depth chart comes out. So if Taysom Hill's listed as a tight end again, then yes, he could be played as a tight end, which, yes, that did factor into my decision to draft him right here. Because my tight ends are poopy.
Or garbage.
I mean, I have Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about volatility? Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
He is the poster child for volatility.
He's poopy.
Super poopy.
Demarcus Robinson came off the board right before me, which threw me.
David Evans Olsen just asked me as a Jets fan, was Freeman Mcneil a decent player? He's one of the 5 best Jets of all time. Top 10 at worst.
Who?
Freeman Mcneil. I'm all greened out today. Yes, I love Freeman Mcneil. That's one of, and old school Jets fans, they absolutely adore him.
Right.
And I'm going to get Darius Slayton as well to add to my with Daniel Jones, and I got Kenny Galladay and Darius Slayton.
There you go.
I picked Jared Goff just before
Jared Goff
as my third quarterback. I'm not too upset with that. He's going to have a big game because he's going to be behind a lot. So things are starting to look pretty good for old team Big B Haynes 14 here. Pretty happy with that.
Nice. Good for you.
Yeah. How about how are you feeling?
I'm not feeling great.
As well you should.
I'm just tapping out here.
Is your team 6?
So how many got that? Do we do 20 rounds?
20 rounds.
It's
20 rounds. So we have 2 more rounds, folks.
It's 20 rounds. Very arduous.
Very arduous.
Very arduous.
But this has gone extremely fast, which I think has led to people not being able to think as much and pick faster. So there's been, obviously, it
hasn't worked out well for me at all.
I didn't let my earlier debacles get to me, and I kept it together. I didn't want to end up like you.
Right.
Bad.
Yeah.
You know, just letting it bother me and quitting.
Rage quitting.
just I quit. I hate y'all.
I'm just going to end up with every hurt person on the planet. Yeah, I'm not so sure I'm interested in this whole best ball thing. It has not gone well for me. There's another.
Things aren't going so well.
No, hasn't really gone the best for me.
Dad just died. Just killed Bambi. And every time I drive down the road, I want to jerk the wheel to a goddamn pressure pump.
Oh, God.
Oh, things.
This show comes off the rails.
So yeah, again, one of the big strategies in best ball should be go after superstar running backs. Pay attention to the damn clock, or it will tank your team.
Things have gone from bad to worse.
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
So the last few picks here, we had Kevin Vegas, Dan Arnold.
Yeah,
because why not? Because of course.
Because why not? He gets Dan Arnold in the last.
Sam Darnold, picks. Dan Arnold. You got that. A lot of hopes in that connection in Carolina.
The damn Arnold.
Yeah, the damn Arnold connection.
Sam Arnold.
Hey Arnold.
Oh, wow.
Kendrick Bourne, Teddy Bridgewater, Dawson Knox ended out the 18th round. And now we've started with the last need we needed.
No!
Kadarius Toney kicking off the 19th round. Hunter Renfrow, Mark Ingram.
Oh, of course it was Welch. Of course Welch picked Toney. God, that guy.
Rashad Perriman, Dalton Schultz. There went Tim Tebow, Robert Johnson.
Jesus
Good for
Christ.
you, Robert Johnson.
Robert.
Hey, don't let me get auto drafted. Hold on.
Yeah, you're up.
I'm
You're up.
thinking right now.
You're up right now. You got 16 seconds.
Yeah, Terrell Williams, who should not still be on the board, like at all. I'm doing a thing over here.
You're doing a thing. Are you putting together the rosters so we can put them up on the board?
No, I'm gonna put those on Facebook in a little bit. I just had to do this. Hold on, I'm almost there. Almost there.
Okay, I just saw in the preview screen what you were doing.
He saw what I'm doing, and it's not bad, especially because this looks eerily like you.
Well, I mean, I do have that face. I still get carded for cigarettes until I take my hat off.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Hey, look. Now take it down.
Doop. Doop. I just gotta leave that sitting up there for a minute.
Sometimes the world doesn't go your way. Let's see.
And with my 20th pick, I'm going to get Devontae Booker because Saquon goes down. I got another running back on there.
Okay.
And I got to pick my handcuffs.
Okay.
I chose David Njoku a little bit before that. Who knows? I'm hoping he gets traded to another team, becomes the number one tight end there, or he just has big games. But as my third tight end, I'm okay with it.
Good for you. I ended up with I ended it off with Larry Roundtree. Just taking a gamble on Austin Eckler getting hurt.
Oh man, I thought you were going to pick Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell. Actually, that would have made sense to go along with all of my other shit running backs.
Yeah.
That are not clinically alive.
But Cam Akers, Todd Gurley, Jeff Wilson. Did you see I added that one
Oh,
too?
Jeff Wilson, good.
Yeah. I'm going with hurt guys coming back at the end of the season that maybe might salvage this team, but I doubt it.
I think I took way more running backs than I probably needed.
How many did you end up with?
Well, no, I actually, this is weird. I didn't plan on doing this, but 3 quarterbacks, 7 wide receivers, 7 running backs, 3 tight ends.
Okay.
Very solid across the board.
I ended up with 3 quarterbacks, 7 running backs, 8 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Actually ended up with 5 running backs because one of them's not under contract right now.
JLT Money has 11 wide receivers.
That is aggressive.
And looking at his team, he's got Ezekiel Elliott and Najee Harris, so that's not terrible.
Yeah.
And man, he's got some high upside receivers too. And we got to show Tank's team because
do we have to?
Yikes!
Daddy,
Oh Lord, God, that's like watching a car wreck. God, what
Car wreck.
fuck? Looking at Tank's team is a lot like seeing the aftermath of something that requires an ambulance. You're like, oh God, what's under that sheet? Oh, don't show it. Just.
That's one of those that they roll by real slow, just so everybody can see the carnage.
I'll be posting all the rosters out on Twitter, Instagram, all the things later today. We'll let people vote on them. We'll let you know whose team won. It is with it being 20-man rosters, it's too much for me to do at one time as we go.
Yeah.
But I will get those up.
We'll get them all. We will get them all analyzed. Winners and losers.
Ooh, I wonder.
Patrick Holt said do a quick synopsis of every team before we end the show.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. So we'll start with mine because they put my lineup first. I've got Mahomes, Carr, and Derek and Taysom Hill.
I like that.
Fine with that.
I really like that.
Jonathan Taylor, Miles Sanders, Mike Davis, Chase Edmonds, Marlon Mack is the handcuff to Jonathan Taylor, and Sony Michel as the handcuff to Damian Harris that I didn't get. Calvin Ridley, Tyler Lockett, DJ Chark, Brandon Cooks, Jalen Waddle, Traquan Smith, Jacoby Myers, and Terrell Williams. I can't really complain about that. Mm-hmm. And then the poop room of Evan Ingram, Austin Hooper, and Jimmy Graham.
The poop room. The poop room.
I like to call that the poop room. We got Jonathan Welch's team who went Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, McCaffrey, Jacobs, Mostert, Drake, Naheem Hines, Rashad Penny.
I like all of that. I like the upside on those back running backs.
Julio Jones, Robert Woods, Henry Ruggs, T.Y. Hilton, Rashard Higgins, Dwayne Eskridge, and the last need that they needed. Why? Why? And then Robert Tonyan, Dallas Goedert, Pat Freiermuth, and Dawson Knox are his tight ends. Mm-hmm. The next team, Flo Montana, which is Michael Whiteside.
Okay.
Jared Cook, Eric Ebron, Kyle Pitts are his tight ends. At wide receiver, he goes Allen Robinson, Deontay Johnson, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
Michael Gallup, high upside. Mike Williams is going to have big weeks. Jarvis Landry's the safe guy. That's a great build for wide receiver.
And Devontae Parker.
And then you got Devontae Parker.
And then you got Devontae Parker, Hunter Renfrow, who will be safe, and Travis Fulgham, who, if they wind up with Deshaun Watson, he's probably the second outside receiver. Mm-hmm. And nothing wrong with that. Running backs, Dalvin Cook and Joe Mixon. Hell of a start.
Yeah.
Javonte Williams. And then two rookies in Chuba Hubbard and Kenny Gainwell. Quarterbacks are Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Ben Roethlisberger, Teddy Bridgewater. Mm-hmm. I like to call that the week that Herbert's on a bye, we're going to throw some shit against the wall and see what sticks strategy.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it. Makes all the sense in the world. Trumpet guy, that is armchair commentary. Lamar Jackson, Carson Wentz, Sam Darnold. That's a solid quarterback.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Derrick Henry, Ronald Jones the second. Michael Carter, Mark Ingram, Justin Jackson. Not a super high upside room, but if Michael Carter hits, then he's going to be fine. Mm-hmm. Justin Jefferson, Chase Claypool, Robbie Anderson, Laviska Shenault, Paris Campbell, Darnell Mooney, Jamison Crowder, A.J. Green, Van Jefferson, Kendrick Bourne.
That's a lot.
I actually think he has the best wide receiver room in this league.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I do. And now he's got a lot.
I was going to say that's a lot.
He took too many. Back at the A.J. Green, Kendrick Bourne level of the world, I would have been throwing darts.
That's what I was going to say. To me, that's a lot of dart throws.
Zach Hurst just pointed out the flaw in my quarterback strategy because all three of his backup quarterbacks had the same bye week, so it's Teddy Bridgewater no matter what.
Okay.
Bye weeks do matter. We had not really talked about that yet, but they do matter.
We had not.
Then Mark Andrews and Mike Gesicki at tight end, that's fine to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tight end's the one spot in the best ball that I think you can just punt on. If you don't wind up with the high end guys, you can just accumulate 4 or 5 of them and be fine.
Right.
Kevin Vick, this is going to piss a lot of people off because it's real good.
He crushed it.
Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, Jameis Winston.
Jesus.
Nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
No.
Alvin Kamara, J.K. Dobbins, the handcuff with Gus Edwards, David Johnson, James White, Jarek McKinnon.
Fell apart quickly. In that running back
James White's a pretty good guy to have in basketball.
James White's very safe because this is PPR.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A.J. Brown, Chris Godwin, Curtis Samuel, Will Fuller, who comes back in Week 7, Corey Davis, Sammy Watkins, Terrace Marshall, Brashad Perriman. Tight end room is Tyler Higbee, Jack Doyle, and Dan Arnold. Dr. Genesis, Patrick Holt. Tight ends are Kelsey, Gronkowski, Zach Ertz, Hayden Hurst, Dalton Schultz. The only thing I would say about this team is you probably invested too much in tight ends.
That's way too many tight ends.
Yeah,
if I'm taking Travis Kelce.
If I don't have Travis Kelce.
Right. If I'm taking Travis Kelce, I'm probably only taking one more tight end. Maybe two.
And that's
maybe.
Well, I would take 2 more, just to have some options in the weeks that. And if something ever happened to him, you have to take those precautions. Here's the thing I'll say: 3 of the 5 tight ends he took were in the 14th round or later. Mm-hmm. So it's not.
Again, it's make something stick on the bye week.
Yes.
Or, God forbid he sprains an ankle and misses 2 weeks.
Yeah. Wide receivers for him are DeAndre Hopkins, Keenan Allen, T. Higgins, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Christian Kirk, and De'Ami Brown. No qualms there.
Nope.
Running backs Antonio Gibson, Darrell Henderson Jr., Melvin Gordon, Devin Singletary, and Giovanni Bernard. I have no qualms there. Quarterback room, Stafford, Matt Ryan, Baker, interception maker, and Jimmy Graham. I mean, that's a very solid team.
Right, there's a lot of late
Do I think that team
value
can
there.
win this league? No, not really. Do I think there's a scenario where they finish worse than 6th? No.
Yeah.
That's as safe as you get. If some things break your way, then you can win. And I'll be honest with you, the best people I know in best ball drafts, that's how they draft.
Yeah.
Their teams look exactly like Pat Holt's team because you have so many things that are safe and things that could hit.
Yeah.
And if 3 of them do, all of a sudden you have the best team in the league.
Yeah.
Right.
And there is a merit to that. That's not how I draft in best ball. I'm also not as good in best ball as I am in other formats.
Yeah.
Robert Johnson. I can't believe I have to say Tim Tebow's name. Noah Fant, Johnny Smith, Cole Kmet, Tim Tebow. I do feel good that there is one team in the league whose tight end room is as bad as mine. However, his receivers are ridiculous. Stephon Diggs, DK Metcalf, Jamar Chase, Deebo Samuel, Mecole Hardman, Elijah Moore. Damn it, you sniped me twice, and I didn't even realize it the second time.
Did we let that happen?
I don't know. I noticed this earlier. His wide receiver room is dumb.
By far the best wide receiver room I've
chicken
seen.
dinner.
And he pointed out that you can only start 2 running backs at maximum.
Yes.
You could end up with multiple wide receivers in a lineup.
Yeah.
So having more receivers does make more sense.
Yes.
Then his running backs are Nick Chubb, DeAndre Swift, Damian Harris, J.D. McKissick, Tariq Cohen, and Le'Veon Bell.
Love it.
Quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson. I could make an argument that Robert Johnson won this draft. I think there's only about 3 teams I could make that argument for legitimately. He's one of them.
It'd be Kevin Vick, Robert Johnson, and who?
Brian
Let me go through them and I'll tell you.
Yeah. So far, we got 2. We got Robert Johnson, Kevin Vick. Those are the 2 favorites so far.
I'm up there somewhere.
Of course.
They give me shit that I'm always up there somewhere, but, I'm kind of good at this.
Yeah.
Zach Hurst. Tight end rooms, Darren Waller, Adam Troutman, Blake Jarwin. That, to me, is a perfect tight end room.
Yes.
And
That's
Zach,
about as good as it gets.
And Zach said, I apologize for my roster. I usually kick ass in best ball, but he was working, got in the way. I think that was a great excuse to start off with what he's doing.
And his team's really fucking good.
Yeah, of course it is.
But, the bad thing is his team's really damn good. CeeDee Lamb, Odell Beckham Jr., Juju Smith-Schuster, Jerry Jeudy, Emmanuel Sanders, Gabriel Davis, Deshaun Jackson. That's borderline a perfect wide receiver room.
Yep.
Where things get a little poopy is right here. Chris Carson, Travis Etienne, Trey Sermon, Zach Moss, Tony Pollard, Xavier Jones, Malcolm Brown, Darrington Evans.
That's a lot of early home runs.
It's a lot of dart throws.
Yeah.
And the thing is that it's very much in a way that it could work out. I don't like my team having running back be my biggest deficiency because that's the most unlikely to find guys preseason.
Yeah.
But the receiver and tight end rooms were borderline perfect. So Josh Allen, Ryan Fitzpatrick at quarterback. I would have liked you to have one more quarterback, but even with that, Josh Allen. Now, if Josh Allen gets hurt, you're ficked.
Right. And hope you got a good matchup for Ryan Fitzpatrick on the bye week.
Correct. JLT Money has Tom Brady and Trey Lance. Little light on quarterback for me. Ezekiel Elliott, Najee Harris, Latavius Murray, Jamal Williams, Wayne Gallman. I think you're going to be Zeke, Najee Harris the vast majority of weeks. So I know that running back room looks a little thin, and it's probably one back short, but it's still not a problem. And then you look at his receivers, which are dumb. Terry McLaurin, Mike Evans, Brandon Ayuk, Marquise Brown, Russell Gage, Marvin Jones, John Brown, the Lazard King, Demarcus Robinson, Zach Pascal, and Denzel Mims. That doesn't suck at all.
Yeah.
Then you get a tight end, and you got T.J. Hockenson and Mo Alley Cox. I wish he had another tight end.
Yeah.
I think T.J. Hockenson will be your starter probably 13 out of 17 weeks, no matter who you took.
Yeah.
So I understand the merit in doing it that way. I just wish you had another one.
Hey, here we go.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on. I gotta do something. I gotta do something before we
Put my likeness up on the screen.
Oh no! We suck again. I did it wrong. Boop. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts, Tua Tagovailoa, Aaron Jones, James Robinson, Cam Akers. Cam Akers is your third running back.
Yeah.
A guy who can't physically walk right now is your third running back.
Yep.
A guy who can't physically walk is your fourth running back, too. Todd Gurley, Ty Johnson, Jeff Wilson, another guy that can't physically walk, and Larry Roundtree.
But he's coming back.
Devontae Adams, Amari Cooper, DJ Moore, Devontae Smith, Antonio Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Rondell Moore, and Scotty Miller. I actually really like your wide receiver.
Well, after running back fucked up, I just went, okay, now I have to be all in on wide receivers. Now I have to make sure that at least, the wide receivers are going to make up for the lack that I have in running backs. And James Robinson and Aaron Jones, I feel pretty good about those two guys. The problem is on their off weeks, I've got nothing.
And then you got Logan Thomas and Irv Smith at tight end.
Yeah.
Your team has some
deficiencies.
It's the last need that you needed.
Yeah. Now we're going to go to the championship roster.
Oh, God.
This is by far the best roster that has been made.
Maybe.
I'm sure you guys are going to talk a lot of crap about it, but
George Kittle, Gerald Everett, David Njoku. To me, that's a borderline. It's a borderline good tight end room.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you had a safe tight end. You don't. So if something happens to Kittle, you're going to be praying to God that Gerald Everett and David Njoku can play.
Right.
But plus, I don't think Njoku makes that team.
No.
Yeah.
The one thing I will tell you is if Njoku winds up on another team, there's a shot that
and that
works
was
out.
what I did say after I drafted was I'm hoping he goes somewhere else after this.
Like if somehow Njoku ended up in Arizona.
Yeah.
That might be
Arizona would be fantastic.
That'd be a great move.
Cooper Kupp, Kenny Galladay, Cortland Sutton, Michael Pittman, Jalen Reagor, Rashad Bateman, Darius Slayton. I wish you had one higher end wide receiver.
I agree with that as well. I wanted to have a better. I was hoping, like I said, when that kind of screwed me in that little thing, I was going for Julio Jones and I missed on that. But it's okay. I think the running back room helped me out.
Had you not gotten fucked by the lag and all those things, where Edwards-Helaire had happened, if you had taken.
My plan was to take Kareem Hunt and Julio Jones on those two. I got Kareem Hunt and
and see that one, I would feel much better about your team if that had happened. So I'm not going to hold that against you.
Yeah,
and I think it's pretty solid. Saquon, Edwards-Helaire, Kareem Hunt, Alexander Madison, A.J. Dillon, Phillip Lindsay, who's a high upside guy, could end up being the starter if there's somebody smart enough in Houston to figure out he's the best running back on that team.
Yep.
And Devontae Booker. Quarterbacks are Ryan Tannehill, Daniel Jones, and Jared Goff. Your quarterback room for your roster build is borderline perfect.
Yeah.
If you had Hawk or Tyrell Williams,
think about it. If he had Julio Jones,
it would be perfect.
It'd be perfect.
It would be the perfect build of quarterback to wide receivers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you hadn't got fucked.
But that's okay. But then I would have been one less maybe running back that I would have needed.
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt would have only been my second running back.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm cool with Kareem Hunt being your second running back in best ball.
Yeah.
I think that's a serviceable.
So that was the thing. I got a little screwy there, but hey, I still okay with the rest of the team. It's a good squad. I have a chance to win. I don't think I'm finishing less than halfway through the pack.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Scott Cutshaw has Joe Burrow, Cam Newton, and Mac Jones. Has the New England thing sewn up.
Yeah.
I can see a path where Cam's a high-end quarterback too. I can see a path where Mac Jones is the same thing.
Yeah.
So you have the safe floor with the high upside of Burrow. Austin Eckler, David Montgomery, Myles Gaskin, Leonard Fournette, James Conner, Damian Williams, and Tevin Coleman. I like the running back room. The problem is that you've got two really bootsy running backs that are going to be battling for your two. Mm-hmm. I wish there were some safer guys on the backside. Mm-hmm. James Conner's about the only safe carry guy that I see back there.
Yeah.
Upside's not real high, but just a guy that I know is going to get 10 to 12 touches a game. I would have felt a little better about that. But I don't hate it. And then you look at his wide receiver room, and it's pretty damn good. Tyreek Hill, Adam Thielen, Michael Thomas, Tyler Boyd, Cole Beasley, Nelson Aguilar. Hunter Henry, I love the pairing with
Aguilar
with Cam
and all them.
Mac
Yeah.
Jones.
The New England.
I would have liked it a little better if he'd had Jonnu Smith too, because I think those two are going to alternate weeks.
Yeah.
And the beauty of best ball is that you can completely satiate those problems if you have them both.
Yeah.
So now it doesn't matter. I don't have to pick between them. Whichever one goes off is the one I got.
It's kind of like if you could get like Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
And then you could also get Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith.
Yeah.
It would be a really great thing to combine with.
And then C.J. Uzoma and Jordan Akins. Mm-hmm. But I will get those rosters posted up and out for a Twitter poll and all the good things before the end of the day.
Yeah,
we still got to figure out what kind of draft we're doing tomorrow. We're doing an auction on Thursday. We're doing the Dynasty initial draft on Friday.
Okay. So what's left?
Oh, there's all kinds of things left.
I mean, there's a Dynasty draft. There's.
Oh, by the way, too many fucking buttons. I have figured out the Sports Tank with Jeremy Greene League.
Oh, boy.
Well, the shtick. What's the shtick to the league this year?
What movie is getting ready to come out very soon that's the summer blockbuster of the year?
Is it the Jungle Cruise?
No, it's got it has Harley Quinn in it.
Oh, Suicide Squad.
Oh, the Suicide Squad.
It's a Suicide League. I
Oh,
draft
dear God.
zero players.
The Vampire League?
It's Suicide League, Vampire League.
Right.
It's more politically correct than I'd say Suicide League. I get it. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. 11 guys get in with our ESPN radio show. I will draft I'll have to brush up on the rules.
Yeah.
But if I beat you, I get a player of my choosing off your roster. Mm-hmm. Good luck. I'm so excited. Somebody sent that to me on Twitter, and I went,
What, each week you get to take a guy?
So the way that this works is that I draft no players.
Oh.
So I have to build a roster with 16 guys that come out of free agency. Here's the other thing you have to remember. It's only 14-man rosters. There are no kickers. It's just it's defense, but no kickers. If I beat you with my team of my merry band of misfits, I get to take any player off your roster that I want.
Yeah.
So each week?
Each week he gets to add one every win.
You could feasibly have the 14 best players if you want every week. And
Daniel Calderon said he wants in on that. We will make sure. The objective with all of these leagues is that if we had our druthers, everybody that ever watches this show would get in at least one of these leagues.
Yes.
The Dynasty League is the one that we're going to try to do, the 30, however many of you, and then we're going to have a roll for anybody that doesn't get in.
Yeah.
We're going to make sure that one's very inclusive. We will try to get everybody into one league. And if we had our druthers, everybody would get into one of these leagues or more, and depending on how many spots we end up having. And then you would all have an involvement in the charity leagues that we're going to do for St. Jude's with the Asheville Police Department and all of the things. And that's how we would like to do this. There are 3 of us, so it's, we work a lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of promos, we will be live for the NBA draft right here on Thursday.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
What time is that at?
So
It starts at 8 o'clock.
That's 8 o'clock.
So we'll be here live at 8 o'clock, drinking beers, doing drafty things as we usually do.
Okay.
We will also have a drinking game that I've crafted for this because it happens at night.
So tomorrow afternoon on the ESPN Asheville show, I guess, should be our final Jeremy Greene mock draft for the NBA.
100%. Yeah,
So we'll do that tomorrow on the ESPN Asheville show. This afternoon on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM and 1400. It's going to be Brian and I talking about the the guts and the glory and the disappointments that we have seen over the last couple of days at the Tokyo Olympics. We got Oklahoma and Texas formally asking the SEC for the member invite. There will be a meeting of the SEC ADs coming up on Thursday. So this could all happen by the end of the week, that the SEC votes to invite Oklahoma and Texas and Oklahoma join for the first big dominoes to fall in the chase for the super conferences. Nice.
I kind of like being over here, if I was being really honest. I could do more shit with the buttons. We just got to find a way to make it look a little more aesthetically pleasing.
Better. If it looked better, it would be great. It would be much nicer.
Yeah. Because I can do stuff with buttons over here, and I can put baby faces on Tank. I also have to remember to switch the nameplate if I'm going to. Yeah, like that.
That guy.
2 hands.
There you go.
1 time.
There you go. Now we'll, of course, be talking about all of the other things going on in the sports world. Aaron Rodgers showing up to camp today. What's the latest on Deshaun Watson? And everything else going on in the NFL this afternoon on ESPN Asheville. The Sports Tank with Jeremy Greene, heard everywhere on the iHeartRadio app, weekdays from 3 to 5. We'll be back here tomorrow morning in the Wicked Weed studio, where we will do what draft?
We're going to figure that out.
Mock Draft Mania.
I'll put that out
it continues tomorrow morning. We will get the shtick out there on Facebook of what it is going to be. We will invite all of you to join in with us once again, and have yourselves a wonderful day. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Brian Haynes. He's Jeremy Greene. Woo-hoo. See you in the morning.